In the 16 years since September 11th, U.S. airports have spent billions to ramp up security with stricter screening and a host of state-of-the-art equipment. The TSA alone spends more than $7.5 billion a year, but airports, of course, also have their own security details, from private guards to their own police forces. In a nightly business report exclusive, the country's second busiest airport, Los Angeles International, allowed our Morgan Brennan behind security into parts of the airport where cameras have never been allowed, to show you how keeping you safe is serious business.
This elite airport SWAT team storms a bus reportedly filled with hostages.
Please don't move! Please don't move!
They move in, quickly clear, and secure the scene. It looks all too real. But it's really all intense training to prepare for the worst. Scenes like these.
You're gonna knock her down in front of me?
Suspect, we know you're there. Come out with your hands up.
Played out every day around Los Angeles International Airport, better known as LAX. It's the country's second busiest and a prime target for terrorist attacks. Police Chief David Maggard oversees some 1,100 officers and staff, the largest aviation police force in America, with a budget of more than $200 million annually.
Most, if not perhaps all, major airports would never let us in a room like this. Why is it so important to show the public?
We want to make sure that people know that we work hard every day in a variety of different ways to make sure that we keep this airport safe and all of the people that travel through here each and every day at LAX.
Is there anything that keeps you up at night?
Well, I'm a worrier. I think about everything. I think about the possibilities.
LAX security has been targeted in a number of high-profile incidents, including the 2002 shooting at an El Al ticket counter and another in 2013, when an active shooter killed a TSA officer and wounded 3 others. That attack resulted in a commissioned report that made a series of recommendations to improve security procedures through better coordination and training.
There's where you can really see the clarity.
We're in what's called the Airport Response Coordination Center, or ARC. Various agencies monitor cameras, social media, and intelligence leads for possible threats.
This is a 24-hour center that really controls the ground movements and all that takes to make an airport like LAX work.
What does all this stand
These
for?
represent threats, significant issues that are going on all over the country right now.
Wow.
They may or may not be fully actualized at the end, but these are what people are responding to kind of in real time.
What's the exclamation point?
There you go.
I see. Protests.
That was perfectly timed, thank you.
The more than 3,500 cameras, mostly Sony HD or 4K, are monitored around the clock from this room. The pan, tilt, zoom cameras are remarkably clear and close up. Plans are in the works to double that amount as the airport undergoes a massive expansion in the run-up to the 2028 Summer Olympics, which the city will now host. An enhanced checkpoint program called Operation Safe Entry is a daily random screening of vehicles going into LAX, which means anyone driving in through one of the airport's 5 entrances could have their car examined. There's even more periodic screenings using radiation detection devices, with this truck scanning vehicles. So far, in the 8 years since the program began, nothing harmful has been detected.
How real is the threat of a dirty bomb?
We have to make sure that we're addressing every threat that's imaginable. We have analysts here that are connected virtually around the world to evaluate threats, to evaluate what we can do to intervene in those threats, to protect from those threats. So we are looking at virtually every type of threat that you can imagine, including a dirty bomb.
Chief Maggard says the small inconvenience to the public is worth it.
What's the balance between the necessity of that versus what some of those folks that are going through those checkpoints would consider an intrusion?
If they want to turn around and leave the airport, they have the ability to do that. But if they want to come into the airport, there are some limited legal abilities for us to do some searches. We're looking for anything that might be harmful to the airport environment.
For Nightly Business Report, I'm Morgan Brennan.
And in part 2 of our special report tomorrow night, we go on an operation with airport police who are targeting what they call the insider threat. It's the security issue experts told us is their biggest concern. And for more, go to our website, nbr.com.